Hello everybody and welcome back to my page. Hopefully this video isn't too long. So I know I've been gone for a long time. I've been gone for about 6 months or so. People over here trying to find parking. I'm eating ice cream, walking around, because I told myself, first of all, I already edited one video that's supposed to go out tomorrow. Tomorrow's the 13th of September. So I'm recording this on the 12th. I'm not going to tell you guys what my plans are, like, you know, what days I'm thinking about publishing, or what days I'm thinking about editing, or what, because every time I do that, it doesn't get done. So first of all, I wanted to apologize to everybody that actually like purchased readings and stuff, because I had intentionally put my YouTube channel to be kind of like frozen in a sense, where I wasn't supposed to be taking orders, and somehow Etsy was still taking orders. So a lot of them were absolutely super duper late, even though for those of you guys that have purchased readings from me, when I disappear like that, I most of the time leave the orders like that, but this time I purposely disappeared. It wasn't like something detrimental happened to me that I didn't want to disappear, you know? So I purposely disappeared. So I disappeared because I'm absolutely sick of it. Sometimes social media like just drains my energy. Or for somebody that suffers from depression and that sometimes needs to be on the go constantly, or constantly doing things to better herself, to do things for herself, such as myself, because my imbalance is ridiculous. Like, I've never been diagnosed, but I know that's what it is. Like, I understand. First of all, when my body or my chemicals are imbalanced the way that they do, or the way that they get imbalanced, my happy ass, I will usually sleep for like over 10 hours and stuff like that. Those are the type of things that I do. You know, I'm like attached to my bed, and that's not normal. That's not normal. Now I'm usually, oh gosh, don't worry about it. I had to talk to somebody. Anyway, as I'm over here talking to somebody, I always like to help people with cars, because if I have somebody to tell me the things that I've told people or have helped people with cars, I would have gone to half of the things that I'm going through with my vehicle now. Still to this day, I'm like learning and stuff, but I'll leave that for another series. Anyway, I was gonna tell you guys. So I know that I'm going through an chemical imbalance because I like to sleep for more than a certain amount of hours. Usually I can deal with myself after sleeping for 4 to 6 hours. I'm good to go, honey. Especially because I'm used to doing so many hours. Like a ridiculous amount of hours. I sleep, you know, I work like 12-hour, 15-hour shifts. I take a nap and I'm back at it. Is it healthy? No. But sometimes bills require attention. People always say, oh, you have to rest, you have to do this, but bills require your attention. You will know when it's time for you to just not do whatever it is that I've been doing so far. So I'll tell you, I have had a fantastic time taking this break. I haven't posted, I think, on Instagram for maybe like 6 months or so. And I really don't care, because I'll tell you the reasons why I haven't been posting like I usually post is because, or when I'm on, I'm on a roll posting and trying to do good for myself, is because my car's parked right there. I am over how they treat like the spiritual community and how the spiritual community treats themselves. Let me explain. So the spiritual community has been blocked. We have been stopped from doing, certain content and uploading certain content that helps us grow, because we talk about spiritual things, or even like conspiracy theories, or just things that we feel like are important to us as people in the spiritual community. You want to talk about chakras, you want to talk about religion, you want to talk about things that are in incubus or are part of some sort of a religion that you follow, or a spiritual train of thought that you follow. I feel like we should be able to be free to speak about it. And how algorithm works nowadays and how things are working nowadays, you're not able to speak on things how you want to speak on things. Like, for example, like the shutdown that happened. Certain people haven't been able to speak on the shutdown that happened, how they want to talk about it, which is awful, because a lot of people that are talking about it are not people that are just giving misinformation. That's incorrect. The people that are talking about it are people that have worked in the nursing field and the mental health department, such as myself. I work for one of the biggest mental health companies in the state of New York. Not just the city of New York, but the state of New York. Okay? I'm not going to mention the names because, of course, I am under contract. However, I have to tell you, we are not talking nonsense. We have lived it. We lived it. We endured it. We have survived it. We saw it. Exactly how it happened, when it happened, to whom it happened to, aka everybody. So I feel like we should be able to discuss, even like open panels. It's very disgusting for me to see that people have not been able to speak on certain topics, especially in the witchy community. Or in the spiritual community. Then I'm also disgusted at how people are mistreating each other. Like, these things take a toll on me. It's annoying. It's annoying to see that people in our spiritual community, and don't get me wrong, I understand that a lot of us don't have other jobs, such as myself. A lot of us don't have a partner. I'm not going to say a husband or a wife, but a partner. Not everybody's married. Not everybody wants to be married. But a partner. Not everybody has somebody to help them, to assist them, to do the things that maybe I'm capable of doing, or I have been able to do, So I understand, but don't sell yourself short just for views, okay? Keep it real, keep it 1,000, because at the end of the day, we make the algorithm. However many days we post, whatever the hot topics are, we make the algorithm, okay? So if you want to discuss certain topics, discuss certain topics. Maybe, we have to also learn like the power of transmutation, or the power of the energy. If somebody says no to us, we should be able to know to transmute the energy or take it somewhere else. So for example, if a platform like YouTube or Instagram don't allow you to do certain things, because it happens even to the best of us, even to artists. Like I know my favorite artist, Karol G, got one of her latest videos on YouTube. It got deleted because of the content that she had, and it was just her, the content had a lot of it could be misunderstood, the content that she put on there. I'm just gonna, put that out there. It could be misunderstood. So I understand why YouTube did what it did. But it's like I'm telling you guys, she then went to TikTok. She then went to Instagram. She then went to other platforms and started putting on her music. Okay, the music video, it didn't work out too well, but at least the music is out there. I went to her concert the other day. You have to be able to transmute things. Especially if you're in the spiritual community, you should be able to transmute everything, okay? I'm gonna stand right here next to my vehicle. Oh good, I don't have no tickets today. Isn't that fabulous? I'm gonna move my car tomorrow. But whatchamacallit? So we have to learn to transmute energy. We can't just sell our souls short just for a number, because then we would really be miscommunicating or sending out information that isn't correct about what's going on around the world, what's going on with our chakras, what's going on with spirituality, what's going on with the people around us, people that we respect, people that we don't respect, etc., etc., etc. So I feel like we need to stop selling ourselves short, because that has been my issue or my problem, and that's why I haven't been posting as much as I should post, because I feel like I'm selling myself short. But to not go on a rant, I hope you guys understand. I don't want to come on here and be super uber disrespectful, because in other videos I was very immature about the way that I communicated with people, and the way I communicate with people shouldn't be the same way that I communicate with my friends. It's a platform, so we're going to keep it cute on here. But I'm still, if you read between the lines, you already know I want to curse everybody's existence. Okay? Anyway, so that's one of the reasons why I haven't posted. I feel constrained sometimes because I want to do a lot of different things. Like, for example, I want to be able to post about my hauls, my this and that, and not have to worry about algorithms. So I told myself, you know what? I made up a plan that I feel like is working in other platforms, in my personal page, so I know it's going to work in this platform for my business. I'm not going to discuss it. I'm not going to sit here and talk about it, because every time I do, something always happens. A suggestion for the witchy community, please try to stick together and don't be a hater. And if somebody has an opinion about something, don't try to push them down or step on their opinion. I really, really did appreciate the fact that the community came together. Like, when everybody started talking about colorism, and how tarot cards, that we appreciated the Rider-Waite, and tarot cards, all of a sudden people started making tarot cards that look like people, that look like what the actual world looks like. That was amazing. That is like amazing.com, So I enjoy seeing things like that, but I don't like when our witchy community goes up against one another. When you guys think that y'all are doing something to somebody that has a difference of opinion than you do, I really enjoy seeing that when other YouTubers that have nothing to do with spirituality, they criticize one another. I enjoy seeing that. I'm not going to lie to you, because it shows you who that YouTuber really is, or who the person that they're talking about really is. It shows you a different dynamic, because not everything is roses, peaches, and flowers when it comes to spirituality. And this is something that we should know. And it's not all peaches and flowers and roses when it comes to humanity, period. So I really do appreciate things like that. I'm not going to mention any names, because y'all see it happens in YouTube all the time. So, excuse me. So, those are things that I appreciate, but it's just the algorithm. Like, it messes with me, because I don't like to feel like the people that I'm working for, which is YouTube, which is, social media platforms, they don't appreciate the content that's being put out there. And somebody like me that suffers from mental health and that has ticky boom booms, I'm not gonna sit here and put myself in harm's way. So I've rerouted and refocused and re-put my energy somewhere else totally and completely. I put my energies in my relationships. I've been hanging out more with my mom, searching for forgiveness for myself when it came to my past relationship from like 3 years ago that ended terribly. However, I'm still to this day learning and rehabilitating and learning how to keep aspects of myself that I actually love, learning things about myself every day, especially with my new relationship. So then what else have I been learning? What else have I been doing? Oh yes, my job. I am no longer in the Brooklyn location, which I'm very, very happy about, because I felt like that was like one of the last things that happened to me that were part of my past relationship, that like I was still in a space where it had something to do with my ex. Like before my ex-boyfriend, during that relationship, I didn't want to, there was nothing for me to look for in Brooklyn other than to like visit friends here and there, and it would just be like 1, 2, 3 type of thing. I would never stay there for days at a time. Like the energy there, the history there, the fact that sometimes I would be reminded of certain things, like it was just no longer part of my present, so I needed to get out of there. Thankfully, the company that I work for has various locations, like over a dozen locations just in the city of New York, and I believe they're going to expand further into the state of New York, Long Island. Like I see that in their future due to what the CEO and creator of the company has afforded us, or information that he has afforded us, meaning his workers. So I feel like that's a blessing. So I transferred to a location in Manhattan, which I'm very happy about. I'm less stressed. I know that my coworkers appreciated me a lot. The supervisors, you learn a lot from people, a lot, and I will be doing separate videos about that. I just wanted to, to just give you guys a little bit of my sugar and what I've been doing. I recently got a raise. I went from making 17 and change an hour to making 19 and change an hour to now making 23 and change an hour. I think I'm at like $23.93 or 92 cents or something like that. Don't ask me. I don't do the budgeting. You could have just rounded that off and given us $24 an hour, but it's a not-for-profit organization, and sometimes they have to do what they have to do, So what else has life afforded me? A peace of mind, let me tell you. A peace of mind and a lot of self-love. A lot of abundance. I have received a ridiculous amount of abundance, and it's really has been money that either the company has owed. Always keep your money rituals. I will talk to you guys about that a lot, but I'm very, very happy with life. I'm very happy. It's just that social media sometimes puts a damp into the happiness in my personal life. I recently just got a new daughter-in-law. I've been zapping people crazy, so I haven't been able to see her. She was born about almost damn near 3 months ago, and I have not met her physically in person because I know the things that I have been battling. I know when people send me things, I know who sends me things. I know exactly who did it and why, because I'm spiritually in tune. Look at me under the lights. I'm with it. I'm with everything, and it's coming. Okay, it's coming. Anyway, so look, a lot of prosperity, a lot of abundance. I've been able to continue to raise my credit, and I will continue to raise my credit even more. I have a lot of plans and things under my sleeve that I am going to be working on that I'm not going to touch on. That's another thing. I'm learning to keep secrets for myself, because I tend to talk about the things that I am going to do while they're happening, as opposed to waiting, knowing dang gone well the type of energies that I have around me. So even if you go and get yourself a consultation and you know what's going on, guess what? It's still going to transmute from me, because what's for me, no one can take it away, because it's mine, because I'm creating it. Let's see what else. If you read my cards right now, if you guys pull cards, and what's really going on in Madeline's life, it's gonna be like the Tower, bitch, the 10 of Swords, bitch. I'm drained, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, but I'm happy in my skin. I'm happy with the way that things are going. I sometimes do get down because of the things that people do to me, especially because it's been over for such a long time, and I've healed from it, and it's sad to see that people still coming for me over a situation that like was over like 3 years ago. It's very sad, very sad. It's a sad day in the motherfucking neighborhood. And it's stuff that, you know, it shouldn't, you know, be going on. People still shouldn't be throwing evil eye over the ridiculous things that happens. That means you're still in the same place. That means Maddie did a great job. That means Maddie left you at the crossroads. Quack, quack, quack. So yeah, you're still dealing with the same thing. It just pisses me off when people come from my vehicle, people do things to my vehicle, and I don't like that. I do not, under any circumstances, appreciate that at all, okay? Because my vehicle has nothing to do with y'all raggedy souls at all, okay? My princess is well and kicking. Till this day, I am still organizing her, cleaning her, cleansing her. I'm still fixing things because I'm learning. Just like my dad told me, Maddie, you're going to learn so many things. You're going to do so many things to this vehicle, and so many things are going to happen to you with this car. However, it's a learning experience. You know, my dad used to be a mechanic, so he told me exactly what was going to happen and the things that I was going to go through with this vehicle. So, and sure enough, it's exactly what I've been doing. So I have fixed everything except I still have a few things. I gotta get like my transmission fluid changed, because I've never done that. I have to get my coolant changed, because I've never done that. What else? I have a few things that I have to change in my car. Paint it, maybe like a little paint job or something. And then she'll be completely happy. I get an oil change every like 3 to 6 months. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I have a Jeep. I don't need to get an oil, especially if you have synthetic. Like, I don't drive it as much, so where I need to give the car an oil change every 3 months, because I don't drive it every day. You know, I sometimes take the train to go to work and stuff, or sometimes my husband's friends or whatever, or if they were on their way to Brooklyn, they would take us, or I will go with them on the train and take the bus to work, things like that. So I didn't really need to drive every day. I just have to, you know, make sure that it's on the right side of the street. And sometimes I fall asleep and I forget to move it, or we forget to move it, etc. So, it's about to be 25-minute video. That's a little too long. However, I just wanted to say hello to everybody. Before you guys watch this video, know that you guys will probably see 1 or 2 videos before my explanation, and then I will upload this video, you know, and get that stuff done. So I wish you guys are having the best time of your life, that you guys are falling in love and allowing yourself to love, even to love the people that have hated you, the people that have came for you, because from those actions of those people, trust me, you will have a testimony, okay? And before you get your testimony, you got to go through the test, the wheels of, and the motions. You have to go through the wheel of fortune. You have to move the wheel of fortune, because the universe does not stand still, and so therefore you cannot, under any circumstances, stay still for more than 2.5 seconds. Also, happy Mercury retrograde. Make sure to stay prayed up and be grateful for the things that you have, for the things that you don't have. I know it is difficult. I promise you, I understand. I cry myself to sleep sometimes. I too cry myself to sleep. I too get pissed off to the point of no return, because of the things that people have done, because of the things that people have said to me, because of how people treat a little old Maddie like I have older than the world. Punching bags, people that you've known for centuries. Literally, we're back. Different skins, same soul. And here you are doing the same nonsense. Lord Jesus. Anyway, I just wanted to say hello to everybody. I'm doing swell. You guys will be seeing a lot more of me. Yes, you will. You guys will see how the algorithm goes. If you want to look at the numbers, look at the numbers. My channel's still monetized. So a lot of fun things will be coming. Is my husband going to be on these videos? Probably not. He's not that type of person. And I'm not going to convince him to be that type of person, because as you can see, people will judge you for the content that you put out. So if you know that your content is a little hot, and that it might, you might, get clash back or whatever, or like you might have somebody say something that you don't like, then that's not content that I'm not gonna put out that content. So until I am ready to put out that content with my husband and I, with my muffin and I, then I won't be putting out that content. That's it, because I'm not ready to talk about it. Womp. Womp. Again to you. Why is the sanitation truck passing at this time of the night? During this side of the street. Lord. Jesus Christ. New York is just out of whack, man. But a lot of fun and exciting things are happening. Also, make sure to take care of your mental health. You're not always going to smile, and that's perfectly fine. That is okay. That too is okay. For you not to smile every day. Jesus, what is going on? What is going on with people? Look, I'm about to witness some crazy stuff happening in this block. I swear. Because it's always this corner that things are happening. It's always this corner. But anyway. Oh no, somebody just had to move. Because of course the sanitation guy is there without it needing to be there. Oh, somebody's parking their car. It's always the craziest things. I'm always catching the craziest things every time I want to like come out here, jog, talk a little bit, or whatever the case may be. And I also don't live that far away from the Major Deegan. I'm like right here in the Bronx near the Major Deegan. So anyway, I'll be making more videos, you guys. I love you all very, very much. I hope that you guys are loving yourselves just as much as I have been learning to love myself, no matter my depression or any physical, mental health diagnoses, limitations that we might have. They're really not limitations. It's just a different way of learning. It's a different way of just, learning who you are. Again, things are not going to be peaches and roses, okay? So I love you all very much. I hope that you guys are enjoying everything that you guys are doing. I hope that you guys are preparing for the end of the year. And as always, like, share, subscribe, and do not forget to water your life. Bye, y'all.